Bazinga. Interesting.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 The Big Bang Theory callbacks in young Sheldon.
Sing it again, Mom.
First, blow your nose.
For this list, we'll be looking at the best moments and scenes from this prequel series that were a clear nod to its predecessor. What's your favorite young Sheldon moment? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, Billy Sparks. In the pilot episode for young Sheldon, viewers were treated to one of the first references to the Big Bang Theory.
Go play. If only life were that simple.
As Sheldon goes outside to play, he encounters Billy Sparks, a not-so-friendly neighbor. When Billy scares Sheldon with a live chicken, the protagonist runs frantically to the house while screaming in terror.
Hey, doofus!
Avid viewers of The Big Bang Theory will remember older Sheldon telling over-the-top stories about having been harassed by the one and only Sparks.
Will Wheaton currently ranks 6th on my all-time enemies list, right between director Joel Schumacher, who nearly destroyed the Batman movie franchise, and Billy Sparks, who lived down the street from me and put dog poop on the handles of my bicycle.
We'd go on to see more of Sparks in the prequel series, but this sequence connects the two shows from the jump.
Age 7. A bloodthirsty chicken chases me up a tree.
Number 9, the Caltech cafeteria. This entry is unique because it's a callback to a very specific location from the Big Bang Theory. When young Sheldon gets a chance to travel to Pasadena to see Stephen Hawking in the 3rd season, we're given a look into his future as he visits Caltech.
Imagine all the stimulating conversations that must go on at these tables.
I bet.
I can see myself going here one day.
I think you'd fit right in.
While he and his father stand at an open doorway, the camera pulls back, and we see the cafeteria where countless debates would ensue between him and his friends.
My cousin has a cabin out in the woods.
I'm not going to a cabin in the woods. Did you see the movie Cabin in the Woods?
Fans always knew Sheldon would end up at the research university, so it's extra nice to see the genesis of it all. Number 8, hot beverages. One of the best recurring characters on young Sheldon is Paige Swanson, a friendly rival to Sheldon, portrayed by the amazing McKenna Grace.
Do you think Stone Age parents stayed together forever? They had to. There were no lawyers.
An incredibly touching moment unfolds in season 3 when Paige opens up to Sheldon about why she's having a hard time.
Really, I just feel alone. That sounds hard.
Though the protagonist could come off cold, we see his softer side as he expresses compassion for his friend. Then he offers her something we all knew was coming.
The hot beverage of comfort would become my go-to method of dealing with someone in emotional distress.
Indeed, over 12 seasons of The Big Bang Theory, we'd see him deliver such an offering to many friends, whether they wanted it or not.
It's when a friend is upset, you offer them a hot beverage, such as tea.
Tea does sound nice.
You heard the man, Leonard.
Number 7, dream of becoming Gollum. We all need to take a break from our daily routines from time to time. Young Sheldon opts for a breather from science by taking in the likes of the Lord of the Rings books. In doing so, he becomes obsessed with picking apart the story's inconsistencies.
He says that it's Mid-Year Stay Shire year 1418. However, in Appendix B, it says that Gandalf met Radagast on June 29th, which is impossible because, hey!
It's here we see him in a dream sequence talking to himself as Gollum/Smeagol.
If our brains is precious, we're wasting it on hobbitses. We like sciences. We took a break from sciences. It was making us crazy.
On the surface, it's a cute joke, but to the keen observer, it's a callback to the Big Bang Theory's season 3 episode where the boys fight over a prop ring from the films.
Give us the precious.
More specifically, we're talking about the moment when Sheldon peers into a mirror and sees Gollum looking back at him in a dream.
My precious.
Number 6, George's infidelity. The Big Bang Theory's Sheldon Cooper would often mention issues he had with his father throughout the show's many seasons. For instance, in the hot tub contamination, we learned that his 3-knock habit only came to be after he caught his dad George cheating on his mother.
When I opened the door, I saw my father having relations with another woman.
That's awful.
I know. It's also why I never open a door without knocking 3 times.
The end of young Sheldon's 4th season sees George spending time with his neighbor Brenda, and sparks between the two can be seen.
Oh, hey, Brenda. What brings you out tonight?
Just needed to get out of the house.
I hear that.
Want some company?
It may not be the exact moment older Sheldon refers to in The Parent Show, but it's certainly a nod in the same direction.
I just wanted to let you know I invited Brenda over for a big thank you dinner.
Number 5, favorite spot.
Penny, that's where I sit.
Whether it's a spot at the dinner table, cafeteria, or somewhere else, many people have a place where they prefer to sit. Of course, anyone who's seen The Big Bang Theory is aware that Sheldon takes ownership of his spot to a whole new level on numerous occasions.
What's the difference?
What's the difference?
Here we go.
His attachment to the seat at the end of the couch is no laughing matter to the man.
Something's wrong.
So when he finds Tam sitting at the end of a cafeteria table on young Sheldon, we're given a callback to the original series.
You're sitting in my spot.
Why is it your spot?
It's complicated, just move.
In case anyone was wondering, Sheldon has been staying true to himself since he was young. Number 4, George's fate. Throughout The Big Bang Theory, Sheldon mentions his dad's difficulties with alcohol, his failing health, and his passing.
Does your dad still live in Texas?
No, he died when I was 14.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So was the man who owned the local liquor store.
Given the time frame that young Sheldon takes place in, audiences know it's probably only a matter of time before we see George succumb to his fate.
Any numbness or pain in your arms?
Maybe this one.
Shortness of breath? Enough questions.
The first hint of it comes in the 3rd episode of the 1st season, where he ends up in the hospital with heart pain. Another cardiac episode occurs at the start of season 5, which also coincides with his meetup with the aforementioned Brenda.
Hey, George.
Brenda?
Are you okay?
It's a connection to The Parent Show that won't go away, and sadly, we know things will only get worse. Number 3, Bazinga. Fun fact, The Big Bang Theory writer Stephen Engel has reportedly been credited as the originator of Sheldon's famous Bazinga quip. He apparently used to use it himself before it was thrown into the show.
That's a bazinga, right?
Heard when Sheldon tells a joke or pulls a prank, it's become perhaps the single most recognizable word from the show.
Bazinga, punk, now we're even.
So it's no surprise that the prequel gave the legendary word an origin story. Sheldon's younger self wanders into a comic store and finds a display filled with prank products from the Bazinga Novelty Company.
If it's funny, it's Bazinga. Interesting.
The rest is history, as he begins to prank his friends and family, all while uttering his famous catchphrase.
Bazinga!
Number 2, Soft Kitty. Ask any fan of The Big Bang Theory to name 5 memorable things from the show. We bet Soft Kitty will make the list. Penny and Sheldon shared many memorable moments of either of them singing this cute lullaby to each other over the years.
Sing Soft Kitty to me.
Soft kitty is for when you're sick. You're not sick.
Fans were even treated to Sheldon's mother, Mary, singing it to him.
Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur.
So when young Sheldon finds himself bedridden and sick as can be, everyone watching knew exactly what Mary was about to do.
Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur.
As she sings the song to her son, fans everywhere are reminded of him laying in bed as an adult, convincing Penny to sing him to sleep.
Soft kitty, warm kitty,
Little ball of fur. Keep rubbing.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. He has been tested, reminding his brother and anyone else who might be wondering.
Good news. I just spoke to Tommy Clarkson.
What? Are you crazy?
Nope, Mom had me tested.
The voice of Penny. Kaylee Cuoco, also known as Penny, did the voice of the pool.
My pH level is 7.4, and with 3 parts per million of chlorine, I'm cleaner than your daddy's plate after Thanksgiving dinner.
Wow, that's pretty clean.
Meemaw / Moon Pie. Her name may be Connie, but to us, she'll always be Meemaw.
Dr. Linkletter invited me to a lecture on robotics, but my Meemaw said he's only doing it to spend time with her.
Are you asking if men do sketchy things to get dates?
Yes.
Well, then I can help you. Absolutely.
A wink to Blossom fans. Amy actress Mayim Bialik played the iconic sitcom character.
How do you think Celeste would look next to Joey Lawrence?
I don't know who that is.
He's Blossom's brother.
I don't know who that is.
It's a show. She wears hats.
Professor Proton. There are numerous references to the professor, proving Sheldon's love for him started early.
Can a clock be powered by an ordinary potato? I hope so, boys and girls, but this is going to be a really boring episode.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Their younger selves. Since young Sheldon focuses on the titular character's youth, it precludes him from being able to interact with his future friends.
In that moment, I felt like a neutrino, destined to be alone forever.
However, on the night of the final episode of The Big Bang Theory, young Sheldon also aired their season 2 finale, and the prequel show gave us the greatest nod to the original we could have asked for. As younger Sheldon cries over being alone at his Nobel party, the scene transitions.
Leonard, dear, you should be in bed.
We're given a sneak peek at Leonard, Penny, Raj, Howard, Bernadette, and Amy, all as their younger selves. Sure, we already knew Sheldon wouldn't end up alone.
Howard, turn off that Picasso game and go to sleep.
But who doesn't get misty-eyed seeing all his greatest friends, knowing the best was yet to come for all of them?
Thankfully, I was wrong.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.